In today's video, we're going to give a Joomla site a refresh using Asteroid Framework, a whole bunch of other extensions, and show some love from mysites.guru. This site is brought to you by mysites.guru. This episode, our channel sponsor, mysites.guru. Head on over to mysites.guru. Get a free site audit for your Joomla site or WordPress site if you have one of those. And while you're there, check out all the cool things and great things that you can do to save time managing one or multiple websites. And if you decide to subscribe, use the coupon code BASICJoomla. You'll get your first month free. All right. Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in today. If you're watching live, please say hi in chat. And if you're watching a replay, say hi in the comments below. So here's the story behind what we're doing today. Hello, Serge. Haven't seen you for a long time. Good to have you here. So here's the story behind today. Last week, I was contacted by someone who had a stubborn JSON error in their Joomla site. They tried to fix it and couldn't, so I have a tutorial on that on the channel. So they reached out to me and asked if I could help. And I took a look at it, and it was a little tricky. I hadn't done one of those in a while. But we got it fixed up, and then they asked just for a couple more tips on some CSS stuff that was happening on their client site. So I told them, showed them where it could be fixed, but also they're kind of using a menu system on that site that was a little bit is fiddly for CSS. And so I suggested that they check out Asteroid, and I offered to convert that particular site to Asteroid Framework just so they could see some of the benefits I think they'll get from them, especially in the CSS area, because like that person's Chris. Chris, like me, is not great at CSS. I'm coming along because I'm doing it more and more, but I really like how Asteroid Framework works for freeing me of a lot of that stuff. So Chris got back to me and said his client would be a little bit, probably wouldn't want that, but he asked if I would do it for his own personal site. So that's what we're going to do today. ASCPL Web, hello, good to see you. We were just talking yesterday. Hey, he's got a great Akron Public Library. Really great Joomla site there. Chuck, William, Ivor, Zalima, hello. I think that's your first time here on the channel, so that's great. And Bjorn, of course. So anyways, what we're going to do is I've got a copy of Chris's site. I have it on my server, and I'm just going to work away at it, converting it over to Asteroid. And as you guys have ideas in chat for things to do, we can take those too. But it's just going to, that's what the plan is for today. Excuse me. So without further ado, let's head on over to, let's turn our attention to the screen there. And by the way, today's Watch Me Work live stream number 97, getting close to that 100 point. All right, there's the mysites.guru website, which we'll see later on because I am going to do a scan. And here is Chris's site. Now, I don't know how to pronounce Chris's last name, so I'm going to say Ob, as in AU for autumn. And maybe Chris can correct me in an email or whatever when we're talking. But yeah, so this is Chris's site. And what we're going to do, what I want to do today, I don't want to really change components. So he has a really interesting contact form here. I don't even know. I've tried not to look too much at this site so I could just make this real-time work. But I'm not going to, so anything that's like that's set up like his forms and things like that, I'm just going to leave those. But there's a bunch of things that we can do to convert this over to Asteroid. All right, so let's log in. I'm already logged in. Now, the very first thing that I do when I am installing, or sorry, when I'm working on a site, is make a backup of it. And let's see. Oh, Chris has a keep a backup on there. So let's go in here. And there we go. We've all set there. So let's go ahead and back this up right now. Let her wing its way through there. And while that is happening, it won't take very long because it's not a large site for taking up files. Bjorn says, nice site. Yes. Yes, it's got a nice Got a nice layout to it. Notice the in the menu here, when you click on, say, click on events, things drop down. And I think probably that's not intended. But let's go. We'll go manage backups. Got it. And there we go. So 57 megabytes. Very good. All right. So the other thing too that I'm going to do is I'm going to log into my sites here, and I'm going to add this site to it. So I have to put the listener on for mysites.guru. So up here I'm going to click on connect another site, and this is Joomla 1.5 to 3. And okay, I'll skip that introduction. I'm going to copy this URL here and go back to the site, go extensions, manage, install, and then I'm going to install from URL, and I'm going to paste that URL that I just put in there, and I'm going to go check and install. Now, I don't know if we'll hear a ding. I won't hear it because I turned my speakers off. There we go. And let's go back and see. Got a little error. Oh, there we go. Now, right away, an audit is starting. So the reason I'm running the audit is I just want to make sure if there's any hinky files on there. That can happen on any site. So we're all good. Connectors installed. Excellent. All right, so I want to go with Asteroid here. So let's go to joomdev.com. I'm going to use also free extensions today because I don't want to put a whole bunch of my pro extensions on here, the ones that have memberships on, and give this site back to Chris and then have him jammed later on, not being able to update it. All right. So here's Asteroid Framework. Click on there, and we're going to download it. And we're going to Asteroid Framework and Template. All right, so we'll download it. And let's see, I'm going to put this all into one folder itself. What's this? Watch me work. What did I say? So it was 97. All right. And we'll save that there. Hobby Teresa, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so we have that file down here on the bottom left. So we will go to extensions, manage, and install. Now, I'm kind of moving along fast here because people are watching. Normally, I would just let this audit run from mysites.guru without changing things all the way along here. But it's going to go pretty fast here on the site. It's 2/3 done. You know how it is when you're working on sites. Some things you do, you just go away till they're done. So, and I was running so late today. My lovely wife just brought me my cheese for the stream here. So, thank you, Susan.
Welcome, Tim.
All right, so let's go manage. Okay, and install. We'll upload a package, and I'm just going to left click on this, drag it up. Now, of course, you could do. I have tutorials. We've done this before on the channel where you can change the template on a live site. But this is a sort of, I guess, a sandbox site because it's not the live site. I've working on my server here, so demo site. So we can just do what we want here. So why don't we click get started here, and we're going to sign it. I forget which one I like to sign. Let's go to let's see here. Let's go to let's assign, I think it's template 0. And now when we go to the home page, it will look, whoops, oh, Default for all pages. Oh, okay. So I kind of expected that the new template would show up here. I look back here and I see Acacia, which is the default template, and it is a Gantry 4 rocket theme template, but it is assigned to all the pages. So what happens here is that if your site is set to default, it's the default for all pages. That's great. But when you assign to something else, it looks like in Gantry 4, you assign the template to different menu positions. That means we need to go into Acacia, and then we need to go to the Assignments tab, and you'll see that there's 17 here. Breadsy says 0 is the best. Okay, we'll go with 0. And so what we want to do is uncheck all these, but we have this nice up here toggle selection. So we turn that off. Now we save. We can close this. Now template 0 is assigned. Now when we refresh, we get this one. Oh, Bjorn, this is the pink one. I like the green one, but that's okay. We will see. Now we have no menu up here. We have no logo. And actually what I should have done was this. I'm going to set Acacia back to default for a second and refresh. And now I want to have this tab open so I can refer back to it over here for graphics and different pages and that. So we'll probably switch back and forth just to see things. Now I'll go back here, and I'm only going to stick with 0 because Bjorn said it's great. Oh, he says green is more complex to set up. All right, I'll take your word for it. Now, open this in new page. So here we have, this is the home page. This is it's looking pretty similar just for the content that's in there. We have a bunch of things for address to set up here. So let's go back into, in fact, just to keep this from confusing for moving back and forth, let's do this. Extensions, manage, and then manage. And then I'm going to search for the type, which is template. And so we're using 0. So I'm going to disable this template, bees, and protostar. We'll leave Acacia going because we will be referring back to it. Now we'll go back to extensions and templates. And we will only have these 2 on the list to deal with. All right. Let's go into Asteroid Template 0, Template Options. We'll let the asteroid land. This can be turned off in the plugin. Here we go. And we can start to work our way through our options here. Now, Chayton did a really great overview of Asteroid. That's almost 2 years, by the way, ago, when he first came on the stream and I first met him. So I'm just going to actually look for things where I know where they are. First of all, this graphic here, we want to change the header. Let's go to our page here. I'm going to right click, and I don't have the option to open the image in a new tab, so I'm going to inspect, and what I will see here, oh wow, this is really big. Anyways, what you'll see here using, and that was right clicking and inspecting, or F12 in Chrome. I think it's the same in Firefox. Here we see this is the div class RT logo block and where the link is to root. When we look over here in the CSS RT logo, the background is images untitled-1.png. So I can click on that and open in a new tab. And there is the graphic there. It's a PNG, Untitled one PNG. So what I'm going to do is go into the file space and grab that image and probably rename it. Just rename it logo. So in cPanel, let's go to File Manager. So this is the control panel for the hosting account that I have this on. I have made a sandbox site here in a subdomain called Timmins Marketing. And we're going to look in images. And I think it's untitled1.png down here. Now, if I were to rename this, I'll break it on the live site, on the original site. So what I want to do probably is this. I'm going to right click and go save image as, and let's save it right in our folder here. I'm going to rename it though, Timmins Marketing Logo. Now we're going to upload it to the file space. Now we could do that in File Manager, but we'll leave this open. But what we'll do is go to Asteroid Template. We're going to go to Header, and Bjorn said you can do that in Media Manager with JCE. That's correct. In fact, I think that's where I want to. That will put in images. Let's see what happens in Asteroid right now, though. Let's scroll down. Okay, so here's the default logo. We're going to change that image. And we're going to upload. Let's make a new folder called Graphics. Just to keep things organized there. So we're going to upload. Here's all my thumbnails. I'm going to upload from the Work 97. There's the Timmins Marketing logo, and we will go open. Okay, yeah, this is library graphics. Let's see here. Refresh. What do we got happening here? I think something goofy happened here. You can't do it that way. Yeah, there's something about the file manager that's going on in here. I think that Asteroid may be having something similar like WordPress, where they have their own upload folder somewhere. So I've talked to Chayton about this too. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to open up a new administrator window here. And we will go to the JCE file browser. Now he has JCE editor installed in here, so that's great. Down the left hand side here, here's our graphics folder. Oh, it is there. So this is images graphics folder. All right, let's try this. Refresh. We might actually have to restore this. Let's refresh this page here. You need to put the file in the folder. Yeah, this is where I get confused, because the file is in the graphics folder here. It shows there. All right, let's change image. Huh. It's a nightmare to get it up. Okay. Well, I'm sure the Joom Dev guys are going to watch this. It's interesting that the folder does not show up. All right. Well. Is this it? Oh, yeah, see, they've got their media library thing going on here. Okay. So then what we will do, you say to go to upload files. Yeah, and it's there. All right. We'll use this here. Although, let's go back to here. I'm going to remove this folder here. And I'm going to delete it. Unable to delete because it's got something in there. Watch, here we go. Delete, delete. And now we're going to remove this folder, graphics. And delete and delete. And now we're going to make a new folder and call it graphics. This will probably make it show up. And we'll go into graphics and we will upload a file, we'll browse. Okay. Cool. Now, we'll go back here. Let's see if we change the image here. I think we need to refresh here. Yes, it uploaded in the folder 2011. It's not my favorite way to do things. I'd rather have control over sorting them by topic. So we'll see how to do that here. You know, all template systems, all programmers have a different way of doing things. And also, all open source stuff is a work in progress. So, all right, now let's try change image. Huh. Doesn't see that. All right, well, for now, we will do it this way. Media library. The point of the matter is, we just need a file there. We'll select it, and now our logo's in place. All right, now let's also change it for a mobile logo. And need to upload it again. Select files to upload. We already have this one in here. Just getting to library 2020. All right, we got that there. And let's do it for sticky header logo once more as well. Is this? Oh, here's no. Library. No. Very confusing. I'll find it this way though. Bjorn's having a stroke in the background here. No, that's all right. I'm making it work. We'll sort that out. Let's save this. I mean, ideally what we could have done also is this. In the home folder for images, we could upload the file. So we browse, upload the file, open, and click upload. Now we get it in the root. And that means when we go back here, if we select change image, we'll probably have to refresh the screen here. That one's not showing up there either. Bjorn says he hates Dream Dev for this, but only this. But that's good because they're going to watch this video and probably fix this. So, you can only upload files, can't select. No worries. We found a workaround. Don't give up on Asteroid, folks. It's a work in progress, and it's good. All right. So we save this and refresh. Now we've got our logo up there. Very nice up at the side. Now, on Chris's page, he had the logo to the left and the menu there, so that's good. But we see here, whoops, let's close that. Let's close that. we see here that, sorry, the menu is there, and that's great. Now, this is perhaps not really big for the font here, so we want to change that. The menu stays the same up at the top here, so that's great. That is super good. All right. So let's go back into Asteroid, and we're going to go to typography. And we have our menu typography, and it's 1EM. I like to work in REMs. I understand that that is better for mobile devices and responsive. And then, let's see, we'll do our line height. Let's put the, and we have our preview for the text down here. So let's make it 1.7 rem. That's a nice size for the menu. And then why don't we just try, just for fun, we'll try a different default here. Let's try Bookman. Let's go with Bookman. And we can change the font weight. And we're going to do the same thing for the drop down here, 1.7 rem, and we will do Bookman. Although, for the font size, let's go 1.5 on the drop down. Make it slightly different. Let's go 1.3. Yes, and we will go with this, and we'll make this height 1.3, even though there are no drop downs in this yet. And we'll save that. Do that in CSS. Oh, it's better to do it in CSS. Yeah, I just want to show the system here for changing things. All right, so now there we got a bigger menu up here. Now desktop publishing, a little typo here. That should be a capital P. So let's go to menus and right click, and we'll just go menus, main menu, desktop publishing, and we'll just put a capital P there and save. All right, so we've got that there. Now also let's change this default font size here for body and make it just a little bit bigger. So we'll go back here. Here's body properties. So let's make it 1.2 rem. Make the lining that 2 rem. Let's see if that messes us, if that makes it really too big. Oh yeah, that's probably a little too big. A little too big. The line height is a little bit off. But let's go in and check out this article and just see what formatting is in here. Okay, this is the menu item. Save and close. And let's go content and articles. And it is the featured one down here, probably called home. And we have this. Now, oh, now this doesn't look like JCE editor, does it? So let's go back out of here and go system global configuration. Yeah, here's default editor, tiny MCE. So let's switch over to JCE. Save and close. Now we will go components. And no, so we're going to content and articles. And here's home. All right, so now we got JCE editor here. And we've got some empty line here. And these are pretty close together. So let's take a look at the code. We've got some extra line. Okay, and then color assigned to his name. here, and some spans and colors, okay, and some spaces here for moving things over. Now, and so obviously some spaces to do the tabs here. So why don't we take out this top line first? All right, and he has that centered. We'll make that centered back. Now, also, I noticed that the text is coming right up and touching the graphic here. So why don't we go into the picture of Chris here, and in JCE editor, we're just going to unclick equalize, and we're going to put let's put 10 pixels to the left of that image. We see a preview up here, sort of what things would look like. And that bumps things out a little bit, so that's good. And here, Untitled. Let's put this as Chris Ob of Timmins Marketing. Okay, that'll help with some SEO. And we'll update. Yeah, so that makes it a little bit squarer there. That's good. I think over here where we've got there are spaces to give it where spaces to bump it over as a list as indented. Let's instead give it an indent here with this tool and go indent. That takes care of the spaces and just will show consistently on things. So let's see here. I select everything that should be indented. I hit indent. I turned it off. Whoops. I'm just going to remove those in the code. First of all right, all these manual line breaks, I'm going to take out this string here where they're consistent. So I'm going to copy that, go up to search everywhere for a whole row of them, and replace them all with none. That's good. And okay, so we got padding left 90. Let's just also take style padding left 90. That me getting a little too excited there. So what I'm selecting is just the code down here. I paste it in here and I replace all. All right, here's some empty lines here we don't need at the end of things. And all right, so now I missed one. This indentation there at Chris's philosophy. So let's go back to code. Style. And this one here, padding is, that's that one, is padding 120. Yeah. Notice I still have a space between this P and this brace here, this right brace. But nice thing about JCE editor is it fixes up these little those little things. Here though, I do have space at the beginning of space at the beginning of these lines. All right, and let's just take the space out at the end while we're here. Just a little tidying up here. All right, so, and we don't need that space there. All right, so we're gonna go to editor. There we go. Now we can just select this and we'll use the indent button. Where did it go? It was there. There it is. One indent. All right. VO, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. A little margin in top and bottom for mobile viewing. Oh, Serge, yeah, you're talking about that on the page. We'll look at that because I think instead of using a blank line, it's better to change the CSS on a template so that it just is handled that way, because the line is a variable that may or may not mess things up. All right, but let's see. Let's refresh here. There we go. Now, these seem to be squished together, these lines. They're a little bit hard for the eye to follow. So I'm going to go back into Asteroid, and I'm going to change the line height on the body to, let's try 0.3. All right. Save that and refresh. That's a little bit better. It might actually be the font too that makes this a little bit hard to read. Let's try, instead of Source Sans Pro, let's go with, I think Helvetica is a nice one. Arial Helvetica. Let's try that. Oh boy, that's bigger and bolder. We can change the font size. Oh, Verdana is also another one. System font. Let's go with Verdana. Yeah. Okay, well, let's go with Verdana down to 1. Anyways, as you see, it's super easy to change this in the template. Oh, for the margin for the image, not for text. Oh, I get you. Oh, Jonathan. Hi, Jonathan. For inline height, you set at 150% of font size as a rule. Okay, cool. So font size 150 of that is 1.5. We'll give it a wing. All right, we'll save. Oh, did we save that? Refresh. Oh, you're right. That does look nice. There you go. That's why I show up for these live streams, so I can learn something. All right, so we're going to stick with that font there. Now, Chris has selected green, and he's selected this font here, and so that is great. We're all fine with that. Now, notice it says Tim at the bottom here. That's because in Asteroid there are some blogging features, and you can have the name at the bottom. So, the author name. So now what I did was save and close. I changed this. I put my name on the site as the user. User, manage users, because I didn't want to give up Chris's email address. So what we could do here, though, is just change my name here to Chris. Let's put Chris's name there. Save, and that means now at the bottom of articles that he's written, it will put that there. If you want to turn that off, Chris, if you're using the site or anyone doing this, I think we go down to article blog, yeah, and you can turn that off, author info. Let's save just to make sure, and refresh. Let's refresh this page we have open. Yeah, and it disappears at the bottom. All right. So, okay. That's that. We've got font sorted out. Well, although, let's go back to typography and menu typography. We get 1.7, and let's use that line height thing. So, I'm going to open up a calculator. 1.7 times 1.5 is 2.55 is what we want for line height here. 2.55. And then that's over here on my calculator. 1.3 times 1.5 is 1.95. I don't 1.95. Can you do that for points there? Yeah, sure. All right. Go back here and refresh. All right, now let's just go back here because Serge said have a little margin in top and bottom. Oh, that's right. Okay, I see it. Sorry, Serge. You are exactly right because it's wrapping. And I don't usually see this, but it's wrapping because, let's go back to content and articles and home, because the image itself has one line that wraps above it. When we look in the code, we'll see here's a full paragraph, and here is a paragraph that has the image in it for wrapping around it. So, okay. So what we will do is we will click on that image and we will go into the properties and we will give it the same treatment. Top, we'll give it 10, and bottom, we'll give it 10 pixels. Now notice that this image here is 811 by 613, and which is bigger than it's being displayed in. So to speed up page load, we want to make another copy of this image so that it will be the proper size there. So that's something that we can do. All right. Save, and we'll go to the page and we'll refresh. Serge, thanks for spotting that. You're totally right. In fact, we probably maybe want a little bit more on top there. We'll go there. Let's put 20, and let's also put 20. Okay, good catch. And refresh, and that is looking good. Now this is a large font, and this is kind of smaller. So why don't we go down to this font here? I believe that he's assigned a size to it. Let's look inside here. Padding left, font family, Comic Sans. Yes, padding left, 30, font family. Oh, there is no size in here. So let's add some size so that this is the same. Now, in the setup for Asteroid, we've set the fonts for this, but this is something different. This is a different font family. And so let's try it this way. We could do it. Normally, I think what I would do, and it would take me a while to figure out again, but I would create a style and I would apply it to this so that it was consistent in size with the others. And maybe even, you could maybe even make it a drop down in here, but we're not going to do that today. But here's a trick that I will do. I'm going to assign a font size of 14. Let's just give that a try. Probably going to be too big. Oh, it's pretty close. The reason I say that is because if we view the code now, see it says font size 14 points. We can actually now try out our font, which is for default here is 1 rem. So let's just change this 1 here in the code to 1 rem. And then we'll click it back to editor. And we'll save this and refresh the page. Let's see what this first line looks like. Okay, so it's a little bit smaller than that. But you know what? This looks pretty good at the 14. So I think what I'll do, I'm going to break a rule here just for ease. We'll go back to the code here and we will leave that at 14 points. It mixes and matches, but as you get working on your sites, you end up doing things consistently. You can also create columns with JCE Pro. Yes. If you use class image fluid in image, it makes it responsive. Oh, okay. All right. There's a good tip. All right, so we're going to click on that image. We're going to go and click on the button there, and go advanced and the class, and we're going img-fluid in the class for this image. Good tip. All right. We may come back and resize this image and replace it. Okay, so save. And let's just see for publishing, for a meta description, why don't we just, for now, grab this paragraph And we'll put that in there. Okay. And keywords. Marketing in Timmins. Now, Google pays no attention to meta keywords, but some other search engines might as well. All right, save that. And then let's refresh here. And there we go. Now, of course, we want to change the address information up here and anything that Chris has for social media. So I'll just show you where we would do that. That's in miscellaneous down the left-hand side here. And here's where you can put in the address. So in this particular case, I'm going to leave this. I don't have Chris's full address or phone number or what he wants to put on here. But as you would go in and fill this out, that is going to change in the top bar up here. And also regarding social media, I'll leave that. We'll go down the left-hand side to social. And here's where you can put in your information for your social media. You put in your URLs. If you, for instance, if you don't have GitHub, you can just delete that. And if you want to put GitHub in, or one of the ones from the left here, you can just click and it shows up at the bottom. And of course, if you want to change the order of these, you can move them up. So that's where you will take care of these social media icons up at the top. And I believe there's other choices too. You can have them inherit their color, or you can have their brand color. So let's save this and refresh. Lots of options in here. All right, and then you get that color, which looks, ooh, so that does not look great. So let's go with inherit color. All right, so we've got that page done there, and that's great. And we have the logo there, and we have some. Okay, now let's head over to our results from our audit in mysites.guru. First of all, let's look at the snapshot. CMS must be, oh, in fact, here, let's do this quick. Save and close, because we're well along. Let's go to components, keep a backup, and we'll do the default backup. Okay, so where am I? All right, so Joomla should be in the latest version. Yes, 3.9.23 is out as of yesterday. I'm probably going to try to do a live stream updating that later on. I skipped the whole last version. I was just so busy I couldn't get that out. Joomla cache should be enabled. Yes, we will do that when we're not working on it. Oh, in fact, let's do that right now. So for instance, we'll make sure the keep a backup is done. Yes, growing a little bit in size. Okay. So before I turn cache on, here's something I like to set up on Joomla sites. Let's go to Extensions, Manage, and Install. And I'm going to go to Regular Labs. I want to install Regular Labs Extension Manager. So I go EXTENSION Extension Manager. All right. We're going to click here. ASCPL Web. Can you remind me what your name is? I know that we were just exchanging emails the other day, but it's totally slipped my mind. This Asteroid template is actually not Gantry 5. It's Asteroid Framework. So it's a different company, different framework system. Was Gantry 5 already installed? Oh, I see. Yes. Gantry 5 is installed on this site, but it's not using any of the templates. That's a good, you saw that in the drop down. There's no Gantry 5 themes installed. Yes, Bob. I was going to guess Bob, but I would rather ask and get it right than guess and get it wrong, because that's what came to mind. So in this particular site, Gantry 5 is installed, and perhaps Chris was going to move to Gantry 5 or experimenting with it, but it's sort of an orphan framework. So but yes, I did notice that, because when I first looked at this site very briefly, I thought, oh, he's using a Gantry 5 theme, but there were none. So when I went to extensions and templates, that's when I ended up seeing that he's using Acacia. So a couple of things. All right, so we'll finish this. Regular Labs Extension Manager. Here it is. I install it. And I have some favorite things here to install, right? So we go Components and Regular Labs Extension. So I'll install some others here on this site. But the first thing we're talking about caching is I'm going to install Cache Cleaner. And so what this allows you to do is have caching turned on, but most things, when you save something, it empties the cache, so you're always seeing the latest version. So we'll install Cache Cleaner. All right. And now we're going to go to the plugin, Cache Cleaner. The first time you click on that, it will not bring up the filtered version, but if we go back here now and click again, having it, all right, prove me wrong. Okay, so here's Regular Labs Cache Cleaner. So what I do is this. I will go and say what to clean. Yes, just kind of go with the default things. Excuse me. Excuse me for the sneeze. How to clean it. Display a toolbar button, yes. Show the message, yes. Clean the cache if you save or apply something. Enable for the administrator in the back end, yes. I won't bother with these other things, and some things are available only in the Pro version. And advanced, show size, ignore files. Okay, so if we save this, now we save this, and we get this message, cache cleaned. And we have this cache clean button here, and we also have clean cache down at the bottom. That means now that we can go ahead and turn on caching in mysites.guru. Now, of course, you would do this in global configuration and turn that on, but I like the handiness of my sites here for setting things up. So I'm going to turn that on. Now, that's one thing. Let's take care of, okay, let's look at some other things that we can do here. I'm going to hide what was good. Enable Google reCAPTCHA. We won't do that right now. Protect Joomla administrator with a .htaccess password. We won't do that. Use gzip whenever possible. We'll turn that on. Enable IP logging for user action logging. Could do that. Publish a privacy policy. Let him write one. Post install messages should be actioned and hidden. Okay, so here's a thing. When you update Joomla, you get these post installation messages, and here they all are, and you can work down through here and kind of look at some of the things that should be done, and then you can dismiss them. So that's kind of handy. But we will go back to manage site, back to the snapshot. Now, remove unneeded core fluff. These are the files that come with Joomla. The images in that, you don't really need them, so you couldn't remove those. I'm not sure if Chris is using any of them, so I won't. Super admin should not have the username admin, so we could go and change that, because that's a common target of hackers. But I'm going to leave that because I want to leave the admin for what Chris wants to use it for. I don't want to switch up too many things here for him. Privacy policy, security headers. We've been looking at that in recent weeks on my Maintenance Monday live stream, so I won't add those just yet. The database, here's a cool one. Database prefix should not be set as JOS. That's another common target that hackers could use. So that one I will do. Let's mix it up. Of course, everyone's going to know what it is when I change this here. But this tool will change the database table prefix from JOS to something else. Now it's KDX2C. I'll run this again before I give it back to Chris, so nobody sees this and decides to go and hack a site if he uses this fix up here. Let's go back to manage site and enable user action log purge after 30 days. Why don't we just do that too, just in case, just to keep them from getting too big. That enables it by clicking fix. The thing I'm really interested in seeing though is the results of the site audit. 2 changes to core Joomla files should be avoided. Okay. Malicious pattern in files. Let's just see those files. And possibly com gantry 5. Okay, these all look pretty normal for. Will I sneeze or will I not sneeze? These look pretty normal for things that are there. Power order form, yeah. So gantry 5 asteroid. So these are fine. You don't, in this tool, you don't want to just delete things just because they're there. It's just possible things to check. All right, let's go back to the audit, and we'll just take one more quick look before we get going on things. Oops, did I misclicked on? There we go. Audit, hide, paths with hidden folders, one web space. Okay, so there's a Joomla install inside of a Joomla install in here. So I did not know that. So that's something that you'd want to work out. And files, files that are over 2 megabytes in size, old files, review SQL files that are publicly available. All right. So a bunch of things to look at that we won't go into. I just wanted to make sure that, especially for security, there were no hacked files in there. So, all right. So let's get back into the site here. Oh, let's update. We'll see the updates that we have here. JCE Pro, RS Form Pro, and Akiba Backup. So those 3. And those are the 3 that need to be updated. Okay. An older version of Akiba Backup Pro. And I'm not sure. I don't have Chris's license information to put in here, so we'll just leave this for now. I have some of my sites don't have the license information, but I just keep uploading the latest version. And of course it needs to be the latest version of Joomla. Why don't we quickly take care of that here. All right, so we're back in the back end of the site. Components, Joomla update. We'll give that a quick whirl so it goes by. And while that happens, quickly disappear so I can turn the heat up in the room here. All right, so we got our latest version of Joomla happening. Now, while we're talking about regular labs, let's install a few more things that I like. So for instance, if we go to content and articles and go to general, and go up to preview this page, you always end up going to the home page. You don't ever see the page that you are working on. But with Regular Labs Better Preview right here, when you install that, now, let's see, do we have to turn that on? Let's just sort newest by ID here. Okay, it's active. So now when we refresh and view this page, watch with better preview, we go up here, we can view it, the page, or we can view its category. Yes, Bjorn says better preview is ace, or you can go home. So now when we go general, now we can actually view the page that is there. All right. Okay, so that's great. What else do I like to do? Regular labs. Advanced module manager. I don't see that Chris is using any modules here in any positions, but still, I would still install. Just put it on every site so you have it there. It's really, really nice. What else? All regular labs extensions get auto-published. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Better trash, that's cool one as well. So we'll install that here just to see how that goes. Let's let me make a new article here. Watch. We'll call this test. And since this is not a live, this is not a live site, it's just sandbox site. I don't need to hide it from the public, or I don't need to go in here and tell Google robots to not index or follow it. But so we'll save this test file article, and we'll close. Now down here, there's our test article. I'm just going to click that, and I'm going to trash it. Now, if I want to empty the trash, I can click trash here, but look, it says make a selection from the list first. And I go, oh, okay, in core Joomla. So then you've got to go down to search tools, select status, view trashed. And then if you want to empty the trash, it says you have to make a selection first. It's like, oh my goodness. All right. But check this out with regular labs, better trash. We'll install it. Okay. Let's clear this. Now watch. When I click trash, it goes to the trash. Now I can select something individual to delete, or I can actually just empty the trash of everything that's there. Empty. And now I'm still viewing trash. Now I can exit it. So better trash is really, really nice. And all these are free. What else? Components, conditional content. Lots of really nice ones in here. Here's one. If you IP login is cool. You can set it up. I won't do it for mine because I'd have to show you my home IP. But you can set it up. If your IP is always the same where you're logging in, you can set it up so that when you go to the admin screen from your IP, you don't have to put in the username and password. Modules anywhere, replacer, what else? Tabs, tooltips, nothing. I think that, email protector, we just saw that. This one, we just saw this on Monday. We're looking at how to protect your emails that are in web pages. Go start, and basically, email protector. You can type your email address on a web page, and it will be hidden by JavaScript and by appearing in certain ways so that your email addresses don't get farmed. All right, so that's a cool one. All right, so now let's go through and extensions manage and manage. We'll clear this here. Let's remove Gantry 5. There's Gantry 5. So we'll select everything that says Gantry 5 and uninstall. All right, so I'll probably only just need to uninstall the package, and it removed everything else. I'm going to leave Gantry 4 in there because we may refer back to the old template. All right, so Anything else that we can look at here? RS Form Pro. Does he have, did Chris have any forms there? Oh, okay, so he's got vendor application and guest application. Okay, that's the forms that he is using. I think too. Yeah, I was curious about this. All right, let's close a few tabs here. I was curious about the contact form that he's using, because it expands out like that. To see what extension that is, we can go to Menus, Main Menu, Contact. Oh, it's Creative Contact Form Business. Creative Contact Form Components. Oh, here it is. Creative Contact Form Business. And here are some forms. I've never seen this extension before. So, okay, and he has some other forms here. So it looks like he has some in RS forms, but he's actually using this one. Cool. And that's animations, but I think these are the forms that he is using. I won't view submissions because that has probably has some private information, but we will leave that. So now let's check out. So where are we at on the page here? We have events and has desktop publishing. And each one of these, so for instance, business cards, he has a table here, and it's business cards, index.php. Now, looking up at these URLs here, I'm just going to make a change. Let's turn on the search engine friendly URLs. So to do that, we go into System, Global Configuration. Those are, okay, search engine friendly URLs are turned on, but let's use URL rewriting. And of course it says we need to rename htaccess.text to .htaccess. And we do that. Oh, and here, let's put in the site name, Timmins Marketing. All right, and that's going to change the tab up here for, yes. All right. We need to go into our file space to Timmins Marketing. Here's the htaccess file that comes with Joomla, and we're going to rename it home dot. Okay, so .htaccess. Oh, it already exists. Okay. Let's see. Let's go settings. Show hidden files. Oh, it does exist. Okay. Now watch this. If we go and view this htaccess file, we get this. We get a PHP handler file. Let's rename this old. Now we can rename htaccess, and we view that. This is the one that comes with Joomla, all right? Now we can rename that 1, 2, 3, 4, home, and dot. Okay, htaccess. Now, when we go and view this page here, let's see, where was that one that was just, I had the URL, oh yeah, this one here. So now when we refresh this, the index, oh, the index is still showing there. Let's click back. And let's click on business cards. The index.php is removed. Now the desktop publishing / uncategorized 5 business cards is probably longer than we want to. Let's just look at the menu. Menu, main menu. Oh, you know why? That's because there's not a menu pointing to this page, and so it gets handled that way. This is the business cards page, though, so let's go to content and articles, business cards, and it's in a category called uncategorized. So let's just maybe create a new category, and let's call it services. This, I think, will help make the URLs a little bit better. Yeah, so we're going to save this as services. So we'll close. Now we'll go back to the articles. Signage and trade show displays. Oh, this is more products, isn't it? Clothing pegs and promo. I have to be careful here, though. I do have to be careful because just a sec here. Too many tabs. Because this link is updating. Let's look at this desktop publishing. Let's look at that article here. Desktop publishing. Here's the table that he has. Business cards. I want to look at this link to see how it's linked because I don't want to break it. This is a link. Oh, okay, so he's linking through the non-SCF URL, so that's good, because any changes that we make to the structure of the article will probably work here. Yes, and as Bjorn says, you can create categories from the article edit too. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, and I think this category is actually, instead of services, it should be products. Of course, this can always be changed. All right, so now we'll go to articles, and I'm going to select signage, general, labels, wedding, invitations, clothing bags and promo, business cards. Is that what he has on here? Let's see. Whoops. Weddings, labels, stationery, general. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so events is not one of them. Sorry. Events is its own thing. All right, so because what I'm going to do is take these, I'm going to go to batch, and I'm going to move them to the products category. All right, which means if I go to here and refresh, we still get uncategorized up there. Events. Maybe I need to clean the cache. Try that. And I'm going to Control Shift and R. Oh, we're still getting the index up here too. All right, let's go here. Index. Okay, desktop publishing, great, without the index on it. When I mouse over business cards, it's still. Which one did I change back here? Business cards and products. You can remove the category ID and article ID from the URL as well as via article manager options screen. Oh, okay. Well, let's do that, because that's not something that I use SH404 SEF have for years, so I never even look at the core stuff for how to do that. So let's do that. I just want to desktop publishing, and let's see. The URL is here. Content article view ID equals 5. Business cards. Oh, category 2 equals uncategorized. Okay, so we need to. That's why it's selecting the actual category. So what we're going to do is instead we'll go into content, and we're going to look at products, and we're going to go, and this is business cards. All right, and we'll update that. Likewise, in this link, we will go to products, so content, products, business cards, and insert. Oh, gee. Oh, look at that, I wrecked that. Refresh the page, reload. I'll just do, what happened there? I'll just do the image for now, because I have something to think about for desktop publishing here. Change this link here to content, products, business cards, update, save and close. All right, so at least now when we view desktop publishing, we click here, it takes us to desktop publishing, products, business cards. All right, so oh, I checked the image link and not the text link. Okay. Thanks, Bob. So all right, let's just check that out. The business cards, no, desktop publishing. Click this. Now this should be for this whole thing here, but interestingly, it's not coming up, showing any URL. So if I select this whole thing, then the URL does come up. Oh, isn't that interesting? So if you just click on text that's linked, it didn't work. Anyway, so all right, we'll fix this one product here. You know what? I'm going to recreate this page in JD Page Builder. Now, some of you will hate me for that, and because page builders are verboten. I don't use a page builder for a lot of things, but I do want to show how to recreate this page in JD Page Builder, because it's a great tool for getting the layout that you want. Part of the reason and the way that I ended up using Joomla was because I used to do my sites in Dreamweaver, and I have to fix my screen here. I used to do my sites in Dreamweaver. All of them were square table and boxy. I just didn't get the layout that I wanted. And then I used to, some of you heard the story, I would see sites that were beautiful, and I think, oh man, how do you make a site like that? And then I discovered Joomla and the templates and realized, with the templates you can make things way nicer. So I stopped using that. But still, to get a table like this, especially for it to be responsive, especially to look exactly the way that you have it in your head, is very tricky. And while some people really love to know the code and to type and do everything manually, I like to get content done, and I like to move on to the next thing. So I do like coding. When I know coding, I'm picking up a little bit or doing CSS or stuff. But for me, sometimes the page builder is just great just to slam things in. And I think that okay, Bob, see you later, man. I think that I think there's absolutely nothing wrong if you're building a web page and you want to get it done looking nice. Use a page builder, so Chris and I have that in common. I think just to get things going and have tools that are easy. That said, all right, business cards. We'll select the link here and we will go update. All right. Save. All right, so let's tackle what Jonathan said. We're going to go to Article Manager Options screen. Close. Okay, Articles. Options. Via the Article Manager Options screen. All right, so just keep typing and telling me where to go. Integration. All right. Show feed. URL routing. Is it use modern? Is it modern? Must be because there you go. Oh, there you go. Remove IDs from URLs. Wow. All right, I'm gonna have to do now that I've learned that, I'm gonna have to do a tutorial on that. Remove article IDs. All right. Modern. Cool. Well, let's just go do that then. That means if we refresh this now. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. Oh, there we go. All right. Desktop publishing. Okay, so it looks like that's all right. So now it looks like turning that on, we've run into something with Asteroid because it is now showing those. So let's see. I might have to ask Chaitin about that. Article options, integration, that's just, let's say no. Let's just test that. This one here. Still there. Is it legacy URL? Let's turn that off. Click here. There we go. Publishing 9 products, 5 business cards. So it looks like, no, let's just not rule this out here. Modern, remove IDs from URLs. Yes. Save. Maybe we got some caching happening here. Let's go here. We'll click home. Click events. Desktop publishing. Oh, now, although, look, okay, it's not Asteroid. Look, our link here is view article ID equals 5. This is the link that we've picked. So it's the, let's go back here to content and articles. Desktop publishing. And now let's check this link here. We go content, products, and go to business cards. So that's what that link is. Let's see here. We click an old one. Yeah. Did I save the URL rewriting change in config? I will check and see. Close. Let's close this. System global configuration. Yeah, it is saved there. Yeah, that's something weird with the links, because when I mouse in the bottom left-hand corner, when I mouse over, events is events, desktop publishing is desktop publishing, contact us is contact us. I wonder. Let's try this. Menus, main menu. In fact, here, this will let us do some sub-menus too. So why don't we do this here? Events, desktop publishing. Oh, I like this one. I like this solution too. First of all, desktop publishing. Let's make a menu item for new. And we're going to make this business cards. We will make a menu type articles, a single article. We will select business cards. And we will go say, oh, we're going to make it the parent item will be desktop publishing. And we'll go save. Now, when we refresh this, we have a drop down, business cards. Oh, and look, we get a really nice URL. So it just has, so it's not Asteroid, it's the, it's something to do with the router here. Yes, and if I assign it to, if I assign it to a menu, it disappears. Yes, and this is nice because then this gives people the option to see drop downs to go exactly to where they want. Cool. So what we could also then do is, let's see. All right, so that's business cards. Let's clear this article. Let's select another one. In fact, let's filter by the category products. So let's go signage and trade show displays. All right, so we'll go signage and trade. Is trade show one word? Show displays. Now, notice I'm typing this in the original one, so you got to be very careful. We'll take the alias out, and we're going to save as copy. Otherwise, you can do this new over and over again. In fact, I think if you do that, for instance, what's the next one? Signage and trade show displays. The next thing we could do is new and so new. Let's select the type first here. Articles, single article. Select. We did signage. We could go general. And up here we'd type general. Whoops, I'll let it choose the alias. Parent is desktop publishing. And then we'll save. All right, I like this way better though. I don't want to edit that article. I want to go clear, select labels and stickers. Stickers. Save as copy. And then we will go clear that. The next one, wedding. And save as copy. Next one we'll do is invitations and stationery with an E. Invitations and stationery. Stationary. Save as copy. Ahmet. Good to see you today. And then the last one is going to be clothing, bags, and promo. Clothing, bags, and promo. We'll delete and we will save as a copy. Good. Now we're going to close this. And what we end up with is a bunch of sub-menus here, and we want to order them alphabetically. So these dots, 3 dots here are solid black, which means it is sorting by order. So here we have desktop publishing, business, signage. Okay, G comes, general. G comes before S. So we drag these 3 dots up. Labels comes before S, but after G. Wedding is last. Invitations comes GHI after G. And clothing, bags, and promo comes after business cards. And there we go. Now, because when you save as a copy, it starts out unpublished. So we need to select these ones that are not published that we just created and go publish. Now, cache is cleaned. Now we can go here and refresh. And look at all those nice drop downs that we have. Now this is something that was creating problems on Chris's client site with the menu system he was using. The CSS was out of whack and things were jumping around. So here's a really nice way to make things just to have nice drop downs. Now this drop down probably could be wider. And certainly we could use the mega menu option. We could change the colors here. But I want to get to, yes, better with mega menu, exactly. Let's do the mega menu thing. And then we're going to, and then I want to get to, we'll try recreating something in a page builder. Okay, so menus. Desktop publishing. Now we have this under Asteroid menu options. We click this, we select mega menu. And we can go and the width. Now do we need to add a row here, Ivor? Let's go here. I need a page. Okay, let's go here and go home. All right, so now we have no drop downs, no worries, because in the mega menu, we're going to do this. Asteroid mega menu. So we need to add a row. We're going to plan out, let's do 2 rows. All right, so our mega menu will have 2 rows. And in here, we're going to create a link to business cards. And we'll add another row here of... just before I do this wrong here, edit grid, remove row. Oh, okay, we're not adding a row, we're going to add another element. We're going to do clothing, an atom element, and general. And then we're going to go here and add invitations and labels and signage, and just for fun in the bottom row we're going to add a new row and we're going to go wedding, which is a child item. Now will we get a weird space there? Let's just see. Let's save that. Yes, Ahmet, it's Asteroid Framework that we're putting this site in. Refresh. And there we go. Oh, and wedding went, okay, wedding went by itself, but it still goes right across. Let's just go back into here. I want to see If we trash this one here, okay, and add an element here and do wedding at the bottom of the list here, and width is pretty wide here. Let's try 580 up here. Save and refresh. Oh, that's better. Now, but they're still kind of jammed in there, right? So let's go back to asteroid mega menu. Let's make that let's make an even 700. Save. Okay. Yeah. All right, so that works. There's one down here that doubles up signage and trade show displays. But I think that's an okay appearance because it offsets with wedding over here. So that's really good. That was a good suggestion. All right, so let's okay. I'm also going to this default hot pink here is different than Chris's red. Why don't we do some color changes here? So I'm going to go, let's figure out what this red is for the puzzle piece and use this red and this blue for branding. All right. So let's go with, so I'm going to right click and inspect. I just need to find something down here. So here's the body. I need to get this eyedropper going, and I'm going to pick this red. And we see down here, oh, you can't see, let me just see here. We see down here, so here's what I did. I just open up the source, the element inspector, just look for an area that has color. I click on it. It turns into this magnifying glass. I click on the red. And then down here, I can change this to hex. That's what I want right now. So the hex here is FF and then 4 zeros. Not too hard to remember. Okay. Now we're going to go into the template, asteroid template, to colors. And the link, and we're just going to go in here and change all of these to the hex from the pink. Everywhere that there's pink, I'm just going to change. Ahmet's working in Helix Ultimate Framework. Yes, that's another framework that's very popular. Okay. Whoops. Just change this everywhere in this area here. Now we'll save. Now let's give this a refresh. There we go, red. Now this at the top here is still not that red, but the menu is, and look, we get the red for highlighting, so that's good. What I think would look good is, that's in this top, instead of having this bright red, let's go with the blue. So let's pick out what the blue is. Zero, 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 4 zeros, and 2 Fs. That's easy to remember. All right, so now this is something we change in the layout of asteroid. Okay, because I do not think that it is a color, because we've changed that everywhere. Oh, here's a place where we did not. Hold on for a second. I need to empty out my clear all FF 4 zeros. FF 4 zeros. rows. Okay, so I need to clear out my quick memory here because it has the streaming key for my channel. All right, computer screen. Okay, so this one here is this was hashed FF1234. Whoops. All right. Same with, oh, how did we miss this here? Hash. Clearly missed a few pinkies there. We'll save this. But now we're going to go to layout. And here's the top bar section. Now this, when we look at this, this goes right across, which tells me there's a color set to the section. And when I go in here, so what I want to do is go top bar section, edit it, and look for design settings. No. All right. Maybe it is the row. Let's go edit row. No. Okay, I just got to figure out how to change that color. What is this called? Asteroid section. Asteroid section. Where's this background primary? VG primary. Huh. Let me just see which color that is. The Chuck says click background color. No, it's not that. Go back to layout top row. All right. Yeah, too many tabs. Layout top bar section. I don't think it's in here. No. It's in. It is in tabs. Click edit. How do you mean in tabs? Go back to the top bar section here. Design. You want me to try setting a color here, which is hash ff. See if that does it. Oh, design, yeah, design settings. Okay, so let's try that there. I'll give you a chance to type if this isn't it. No. Yeah, but that's still the pink, not the red. All right, let's see what we're missing here. Body background is still, that's all red. We do have a default cherry that we preset that we could do here, but all right, if in doubt, let's just do this. Right click and inspect. We'll select that top bar. Okay, and then what we're running into, you see just above the picture, it's the top row in misc. Top row in misc. Yeah, BG primary is set to important here. If I turn this off, that does turn red, but this is set somewhere. You say it's the top row in MISC. Okay, so let's go layouts. Top row. No worries about spelling. So edit. I just don't see where. I don't. Bjorn, top row in miscellaneous. Where's that? Try stuff. Top. Background. Animation. Padding. On the right side. Left side. Okay, let's go here. Okay. Top section. Edit, duplicate, remove, new row. I just don't see miscellaneous summer section. Oh, here, look. BG primary. Okay, it's being assigned as a class. All right, so that's how I recognize. Okay, that caught my eye. So BG primary must be something that is set in theming, maybe. Oh, let's try that. Theming. Oh, look at, oh, theme colors. See, here's where we could have done it easier. Primary pink. Oh, yeah. You know what we could have done that was easier? Yes, that's it. You know what we could have done that was easier? We could, all right, so the primary color is pink. We could actually pick red. And look at this. Up where it says red, that's where we will put in hashtag FF. Whoops. Hashtag FFOOO. We put in our red. One more O or 0. Oh, that's okay. So now we save this. So we're setting the colors here. In fact, anytime we type red now, we will get this red. And our primary color is red. Okay, so let's save that. I've never really used the theming thing much. Or change the primary color. Yes. There we go. We got our red. But you know what? I don't want that. I want the blue. So that's all right. Let's change blue to hashtag 0000FF. Enter. And now we'll go down here. Our primary theme is blue. Save. Let's see how that changes. Refresh. There we go. And we still get the other colors that we changed. Okay, that's good. So that was good to see. This template is set up so that you can, instead of having to change colors everywhere, you can just select the theme. All right. All right, so that's looking nicer. We've got our drop downs. That looks really cool. Like that. All right, so click here to order. Yeah, it takes to a form. All right, so what time are we at here? 12:51. So let's do something with with JD Page Builder and rebuild this table here. Bretzi uses his own root color set in CSS. Yes, and we saw how to set that up a couple of weeks ago. We did that on the live stream. Oh, by the way, December 16, December 16th, Mark DeChevre is going to be on the live stream with me. and doing a tutorial on SCSS. So that's something set up. All right. The nice thing about what we have happening here is watch. If we hit F12 and go to mobile preview, here you've got the logo. You've got the nice, no module published off canvas position. Okay, that's something we need to set up for mobile. But you've also, so anyways, you've got the mobile responsive stuff here. Now, this table is not fitting because it's not mobile friendly. We'll check that out. If we click here for the home page, here is a nice home page. Chris has been working his picture and it wraps and his philosophy. So it's really nice on the mobile and this menu. Now, this menu is a problem right now because we need to go to the back end here, go to header, and we go down to mobile menu, off canvas menu. We'll turn that off. It's mobile menu. We don't have a mobile menu selected, so we're going to use main. All right. Now we can refresh this. Now we get the mobile menu, and look, home, events, desktop, publishing, just works so nice. A Christmas party. Yeah, well, we have a Christmas party on, I was thinking maybe we'd do something on Christmas. That would still, though, give us December the 23rd for Christmas party. So maybe we will plan something there. If you have any ideas, email me or in the Slack channel, or yeah, let's maybe make some plans for a Christmas stream. That sounds good. All right, but anyways, yeah, so that menu is set up. It's working pretty well. All right, so let's go to JD Page Builder, and let's do some things here. All right, so let's close this. Oh, are we missing anything? Oh, maybe I've closed this old site. Okay. Let's close this tab. Let's close this. That's that. Menu items. Close. All right. File manager. Do we need that? Open. Probably not right now. And all right. So save and close the global configuration. All right, let's do this. Let's go to extensions, manage and install. And instead of downloading JD Page Builder from Asteroid's site, I'm just going to install it from where I have it downloaded on my computer, because I'm going to use the Pro one for this, which will be well, actually, let's try the free one here. Let's just do this. joomdev.com. Let's go to JD Page Builder. Page Builder. Let's go to download JD Page Builder. And okay, guys, where's the free download? Oh, download for free at the bottom. Okay. Lucian, good to see you. It's been a while. All right, JD Builder for, not for J4. Let's download this. See what we can do with the free version here. All right, extensions. Here we are, extensions manage install. Wait for my virus scanner to finish checking through that. Just a second, just a second. Ba, 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 ba. My computer is working very busy scanning that. Come on, computer. There we go. Whoops, I accidentally opened it. Great. All right, well, now we'll browse for that. JD Builder, we will open. Okay. Bjorn says he uses SCSS and VS Code. Very easy to manage. It's installing. Bredsy just shared a link. All right, let's take a quick look at this link. Virus total file. Analyze suspicious files and URLs to detect types of malware. Oh, you can load a file up there. Cool. All right. Let me check my server on the other screen here. It seems to be going fine. Okay. There we go. Components. Let's refresh this. All right, so now let's make a new page. And what page are we going to do here? We will do the business cards page. All right. These are all the different kinds that you can get. And there's 4 columns across. So let's do a 4-column table using JD Page Builder. I'm going to right now in content and articles. I'm going to make a new article. We'll call it business cards. And I'm just going to put JD in there for that. And go save. And we're going to go close because, oh, there's JD Builder there. I need something up here that will say to build it in JD Builder. Oh, maybe that's the free version. You can't do it in Joomla. All right, let's do this. Components, JD Builder, pages. We'll go new. And we're going to call this business cards. Now, since we are doing this right in JD Page Builder, I won't give it a special name, and we'll save. Now, we just need to construct a page. So we want to add a section that goes right across. And we're going to now add an element. And we've got tabs. We have an icon list. And we have an inner row. Okay. And a heading. Let's put heading here. So then what we can do with this is up here we put content, and we're just going to put in here business cards. All right. And we'll just click like that. Let's save that. And now let's check the live preview. There we go. It says business cards, and this is what it's going to look like. Now, what do we want to do? Let's go back into here and go, and we'll center that. And that is great. Now let's add a section. And we're going to go, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 across. So we're going to go with a section. So this is Bootstrap, and Bootstrap has 12 sections across. All your rows have to add up to 12. And what we're going to do in here is we will push Let's try something fancy here. Well, first of all, let's do something plain. Let's do an inner row. Maybe we don't need to do the inner row. What element are we going to put in here? We could just put content, and here's what we will do. We will put in magnetic business cards. All right, we push this in that content, and we get that there, which is great. We'll check that. Now we will put content, and we will put what's the business cards? Business cards premium shapes. Okay, so business cards. And let's just center this. And we'll go like this. We'll go into here. We'll center that as well. All right. And then in this one here, we will go with an empty, no, so we're going to content. And I've forgotten already what that one is. Premium shapes. And rounded corner business cards. Okay. And we'll go content. Rounded corner business cards. And we'll center that and we'll save. So now we've got that table set up. And laid out like that. Okay, so if we wanted, we could here mouse over this. Check that there. And we can save this page and close. Whoops, didn't want to close that much. I want to duplicate that row now. And I think to do that, is there a way that I can duplicate that? Maybe not. Business cards, business cards, business cards. All right. Oh, here we go on the left side. Okay, over here, we can go left. And we can move here and copy, duplicate the row. All right. Now, then we can go through each of these and we can change what's in there. Now, along the way, thank you, Ivor. Do it from the left menu. Along the way, we could be formatting certain things on here, but we can also change the formatting of this text all at once by assigning it, changing CSS to this section. But what I'm interested in doing is, let's see here. Let's take this. I would like to try something different here. Content, column, row. I want to delete this one. This is not tables, but regular divs. Okay, I just calling it a table because it's the way that it's laying it out. But with the divs, it's also going to resize and probably do some nice things in mobile. Business cards. Round corner biz. I want to remove this here. Row. How do you remove a row? Oh, over here, of course. Yes, rows. Oh, look. Here's what I want to do. Let's remove. Okay, obviously I don't. Yeah, left menu again. Thanks, Ivor. All right, let's remove that element. Let's remove that element. Let's remove that element. And let's remove that element, because I'm thinking it would be nice to do something like this. Let's add an element here. Let's try an icon list. Oh, look at that. I like that. With stars. Okay. Ah, yes. Icon list. Ah, this is much better. Check. Let's use a checklist. Yes. Cool. All right, and here's our icon list. So what we have here is I'm going to delete all of these things, these items, except for this one, which I will go here, which we'll make a check mark. And then we're going to go magnetic business cards. This is going to be nicer, yeah. So, and then we're going to add an item, which is check. We'll do the check mark. And this will be premium papers, linen business cards. So premium papers, control copy, linen business cards, control copy, and premium business cards, control copy. All right. So this will be magnetic business premium. Okay. Oh, then I need to copy, and then I don't have to do the check mark every time. All right, premium. All right. Oh, that's my phone ringing. And I will call that person back. All right, premium papers, and control V will be linen. And then this item down here will be control V and will be premium plus business cards. Okay, this is great. This is going to look a lot better because I'm going to get rid of that row up. Oh, so this one here, I'm going to make a... Oh, come on. Okay, let's just save this. Uh-huh. This is really not a lot. This is getting really challenging here. Duplicate that. There we go. Now I can move that to this row here. Great. And now I'm going to go to here and duplicate that. Oh, hold on a sec. Hello? Yes. Oh, hi, Bob. Yeah, I'm just doing a live stream. Can I call you back? Okay, yeah. But oh, there you go. I tried hanging up the on that call and it ended up getting answered. All right, duplicate this. Now, let's move this to here. Let's move this to here. Now, we just have to go through and change these. So let's change this column here. And that one is going to be business cards, in keeping with that. And this one, all right, let's see here. Brilliant finishes. Oh, we got 5 rows here. Okay. Control copy. Here's what I should do here. Divs wrap tables don't wrap. Yes. All right. All right, so I need to get to this here. Okay, so we have, what do we have? Magnetic business cards, premium papers, linen business cards, premium plus business cards. And hit that. Magnetics, oh, square business cards. Ah, we missed square. That's all right. That's easy to fix because we just go into this section here. We go in, actually, we just click this section here. Go to icon list, we copy this, we go into here, change that to square. All right. Now we've got those. Good. Now the next column, business cards. We don't need this at all now, so I'm going to over here delete that in the left column. All right, so this column here is business cards, brilliant finishes, pearl business cards. So brilliant finishes. Finishes. Pearl business cards. Pearl. Natural textured. Specialty is next. I have to copy that. All right. And let's go check. That is done. That row, premium shapes. Listen, here we go. I know this is maybe a little bit boring, but we'll get this done. So that premium shapes. Premium shapes foil accent business cards. Craft business cards. Uncoded business cards. Ultra thick business cards. Copy that last one. Great. I'm going to save that. Save that. And now we'll do this last column here. Rounded corner business cards. Let's just do this here. Copy. Rounded corner business cards. Embossed gloss business cards. Soft touch business cards. Matte business cards. Duplicate that last one. And the last one is business card holders. Now, Save. Yeah, hi Steve, no last name. Yeah, it is really nice for just handling this here. So now we're recreating this page here. Whoops, just a sec here. We're recreating, oh, sorry, that's where it is. It's on the other tab. We're recreating this page here. So he has a, here, click here to order. Well, this is going to be nice because this is a link to a form. So I'm going to right click, copy that link. But now in this layout here, I'm going to add a section, and it's going to be just one row across. And I'm going to go in here and I'm going to put in a button. And it's going to say, click here to order. It's already using the blue. We have some design options here. Border, no. We just need to, alignment, center, and let's have some fun. Let's put a hover animation in, a grow. Now we can change the, what do we have for size here? Small, oh, make it a small button, make it a large button, that's better. And we can also, oh, we need to put the link in, Control V. All right. And now, what else can we do for design? Button, text color, background color. Oh, text color we'll leave white. Background color we will use his branded color, which is hashtag 0000FF. There we go. Do we want to put a border color on there? We could. Hover options. Oh, yes, siree. Hover options. Let's put the text. Let's make it hashtag FF0000, which is his red. And the background color. Let's see here. Let's just check that. We'll save this. Oh, that's great. Look at that. It grows and it turns to his red. Excellent. I like that. Yeah, Steve. So this is Asteroid Framework from Joomla. This is JD Page Builder from Joomla. This is the free one. And so Asteroid Framework is, the framework is Asteroid. So if you're used to Rocket Theme, Gantry 5 is a framework. Asteroid has templates, but there's a default free template or two. There's template 0 and template 1, which is equivalent in Gantry of the free templates like I think hydrogen and helix or helium. And then the page builder, so you're talking about SP page builder, this is Asteroid page builder. So what we've done is we've recreated this page here, and as this nice business page here, we'll save it. And now let's close here. Let's now go menu, main menu. Here's the business cards link. So let's take business cards and we'll change this link menu item to a JD Builder to a single page. All right. And we'll go save, whoops, choose page. Oh, select. To select the page, business cards. Okay, now we'll save. Now we can preview this. We can preview this page here. And there we go. That looks pretty good. And now if we go F12, we can preview this in mobile, and that table turns into one big long list. And now there's some big space there, and click here to order is not centered on mobile. Interesting. So that's something we'd have to look into. Why is this not, let's see, let's go inspect. Oh, business card. There's quite a bit of, let's see here. Div class. And then there's a row. There's a row. It's this section here that's got a lot of padding. Oh, JD padding top. No, now check this out. Padding top is 50. We don't want that much. Somewhere there's more padding that gets put in here. I wonder if this is from me. Let's go into now. So we're going to components, JD Builder, business cards. Oh, look, I have a heading in its own section up here. All right, that's a problem. Same with the button. Oh, okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to add a new row that goes right across. No. I don't think so. Let's. Oops. No. Hey, can I show you a trick here to make this screen wider? Let me just show you. I have to get it off of my off of another site here on the other screen here. Login. Oh, and actually I can't because I have to get that from a different file. There's CSS that you can put in that changes this here. H1 padding none. Yeah, I think too though what I want to do yeah, you guys probably are right. Let me remove this top ones here. Yeah, instead of having it, when I duplicated the row there, let's edit this to one column. See, that jams it down a lot closer there, so I can remove that. Same thing here. If I take this button and move it up, it gets closer. And then what I can do is I can add some padding there. So by having these all in the same rows, and I think this is like a section here, because if we go to here and refresh, that jams it together. Now when we go F12, now we're not dealing with all that extra space with this, so that's okay. So now all we need to do is do this. Go in the business cards, into the heading, into the row setting, and we can go into there, and under advanced, oh, let's see, layout, design, advanced. Okay, let's see, basic, no, border, no, spacing. Yeah, so we can add some padding to the bottom here of, let's say, 20 pixels. If we go 200, it's too much. Now we can play around in here. Okay, 50. Let's do 30. And then we'll save that. And we'll save. Can I drag the text on the right and drag padding? I don't think I can drag it right in here. But what we can do is this. we can go into here and the row settings, and then design, go spacing, and then unlock that, and the padding at the top, I think we do 30. Yeah. The other thing too is, let's say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 4 rows of 5. What if we do this just to make it a slightly taller page? Let's, I've saved this. Let's edit the column and make it 2. Okay. And then over here, we can just take this one and drag it to the left. I think, oh, that's when, there we go. Now we've got that 2. These are not centered though. No, we don't want them centered. Because, oh, that doesn't really look good, does it? No, because we end up with this space. It's not great. It's better with 4. Better with 4. So that's, what do we have control? Let's just close that. We'll leave without making our changes. We'll go back in. I don't want to save. I don't want to go back to the restored session because that's my changes. So I go cancel. We've got that there. Control save. Okay. Whoops, not control save. Save. But we have managed to recreate. We've got that table. It's very nice mobile for people to see what they can get. And we've got the order. Of course, on mobile, doesn't mouse over on that. It's also not centering on mobile. Let's just see here, our button. Let's go to our button settings. Basic. Oh, actually, no, there is a way. Oh, let's see. Large, center, design, grow, advanced. Design. Oh. Can I edit in mobile? Yes, down in the bottom left-hand corner, we can change how it will look. Oh, good idea. All right. Bottom icons. Thank you, Ivor. Yes. Yeah. All right. So, does that mean that's on a tablet? This is in a phone. So in this view, the button, general, basic. Oh yeah, siree, look at that, center. Good, thank you very much, Steve. Yes, so we're actually changing how things look in mobile as well. So if in mobile, yeah, that's the click here to order. Advanced, animation, bounce. That's when you scroll down. Although maybe we don't want to mess around with that on a phone. But yeah, so there we go. That centers nicely there. This is pretty plain for a heading. We should probably change that. But let's go down here. And let's go to down here, and we're going to go basic, and we want to align center. Cool. All right, let's save that. Let's go to the desktop view. Let's go to our heading, content, business cards. We should actually give this a heading, shouldn't we? design, heading. It's an H3. Let's give it an H1. There we go. That's better. And then we can check how that looks on the different devices. Business cards. Yeah. Now, on mobile, yeah, that's fine. We'll leave it there. Cool. All right. So now when we view that page on mobile, previewing in the browser, we got that click here to order. We don't have the heading 3 there. Let's just check here. Heading, design. It is heading. Maybe that's just a caching thing. Let's change the to hashtag 2000F. Let's give that some color. Whoops, I misclicked. There we go, business cards. Cool. And you can always change your font here to something that you would like. Size, alignment, weight, all kinds of things in here. And there we go. I forgot to save. Oh, I forgot to save. Okay. Thank you. There we go. So you can see why I like page builders for some things, especially for having all of these options. If we just add a section here, just for something, we click here. You've got an accordion, which is really great for FAQs. In fact, cool thing about this accordion element, when you put in, if you use it as an FAQ, they have an option to turn on the FAQ schema that Google looks for displaying results in search engines. You can have an empty section, an icon list. We saw that. You can put Joomla articles in. You can put a video in, an alert, heading, image, separator, button, raw HTML, inner row, social links, tabs, a Joomla module, icon, and content, and that is just in the free version. So, all right, so let's, oh no, I did not want that section in here. Yeah, take that out, save. So that's just one of the pages that we've recreated. Let's go to home. Actually, let's just go to, let's close this here. So for instance, on here, there's a page events. Now here's one that could be recreated with, this is an image. That could be an image going across. You could have a title. You could put in your text. And then here, brides and bridal party and vendors, you could have 2 buttons down at the bottom. And that would, doing in the page builder, would be good. We've got their desktop publishing. So there's other pages that could be recreated. Here's another table. We could actually clone a page and then just use these 4 columns. General, yeah, so there's, again, other things, or use the icon list. And Chris has his contact form in here, which is great. So that's working for him. And, yeah, that's so. There's a bunch of stuff that we've done. I probably will show this to Chris if he's not watching, or probably watching the reply. Maybe he's watching now, and see if that's a system that he wants to work with. Also, you guys helped me learn a lot about JD Page Builder that I've never used. So those different features and editing and moving things around. Oh, sticky header. Yeah, let's do the sticky header right screen. This is nice. See how this header is just, we need a tall page for sticky header to work. So that's just to show how that works. Here's a tall, oh, there you go. So notice here, when you scroll down, the header drops down. It's a more minimum, you just get this top one here. But if we go into the back end of the site, We can close this now. Let's go to, in here, let's go to header. Sticky header. Oh, sticky header is on. Yes. And you can actually have some different layouts for the sticky header. Or you can just turn it off. But yeah, sticky header is on. So that's a nice feature where it just drops down. Sticky header. Here's the article on it. Sticky header. Choose whether you want to display the sticky header or not. If yes, and the following options will be visible. And you get control over what scrolls down, how things are laid out. You want your menu to the left. For instance, when we are here and scroll down, you get the menu to the right. I think here we can say that we want, oh, that is to the left. What you want there. Oh, okay. Yeah, so Chuck, let them know you're only an hour from Akron. Yes, so Bob, who was on earlier, let me show you that great website here. I'll find it this way. This is the Akron Public Library. Akron Public Library. I think this is it. Yes. This is Bob's site. This is a Gantry 4 rocket theme template. So it's an older template, but he's got it working super really well. And it's a really nice site. And they have a lot of content and different locations. And yeah, it's really, really, really a beautiful site. So yeah, the next time Bob's on there, we should remind him, or let him know that you're only an hour from there. Anyway, so back to sticky header. Yeah, sticky header is working on here, and yeah, so there you go. That was a bit of a marathon. What are we at now? 140. Whoo! Crazy. Chat on right. Yeah, it's a nice site. So everybody, yeah, there you have it. That is that's Chris's site, and I hope this content's helpful for him and for anybody else watching it. Using Asteroid, you can, as I have, up your game in design and get out of trying to have to do a lot of manipulating of files where you can just figure where things are. And as you can see, it's a work in progress. Learning how to use this stuff, because I've just picked up quite a bit from you guys too. Also, that thing at the beginning with the media manager, I'll talk to Chayton about that, because that is yeah, clearly something that needs to work with the core thing. So anyways, all right, so that's it for today. Thank you, everybody. Who knows what will happen on Maintenance Monday? We will see. Maybe I'll figure out one of those security headers better. And yeah, we'll just keep trucking along. So I hope everything is well with you where you are. Be it morning, afternoon, or evening, or tomorrow. And until the next time, enjoy your Joomla sites, and God bless.